Well, here's where it gets intriguing. The EDID, or I2C standard, at this point is about 35 years old. It was developed by Philips, way back a long time ago as an intercommunication for plug and play within computers. It had nothing to do with HDMI. Now, when Philips set the standard, it was assumed you're going to go 3, maybe 6 feet between a PC or a computer and a display. It was never meant really to do the distance we're trying to do. However, there are certain things that do translate well to HDMI, and this is one of them. So this is, we're going to assume, is an HDMI waveform graph. Now, what the waveform looks like, in theory, should be this. Now, this is a rise to 5 volts flat, because we're showing that a consistent voltage here, and then a drop to 0 volts is what people assume EDID is. It isn't. It's actually 4.7 on the high side, and the low side gets reasonably ambiguous.
That's a big word, Brent.
Yes, and I actually like it because it's got 3 full syllables in it. Four. Ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
Now here's the thing about this and why it causes problems. Kaleidoscape.
Oh, Kaleidoscape.
Kaleidoscape.
We love Kaleidoscape.
It's a phenomenal product.
It really
they've
is.
done nothing wrong.
Yeah, no, they really haven't. And in fact, they followed
the rules
very closely to the rules.
They just did better than the rules. Here's the thing.
They're that one kid in the class who was like the perfect, student.
Yeah, the one everybody wants to beat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But hey, it's a really good kid in that class doing everything they're supposed to do. It's just
so the way HDMI works is 4.7 is a mandated high. Is if you hit 4.7 volts, you're considered a 1. We're going to call that a 1. That's a 1.
Is that a 1, Brent?
That's a 1.
Okay. There you go.
There you go. Now, what's a 0? Well, here's where it gets kind of iffy, because Philips, in their infinite wisdom, said anything below 0.9 volts may be considered a 0. Not must be, but may be. Now, by saying may, they did not establish that 0.9 volts is the number. They just said anything beneath it. Kaleidoscape and a few other products require 0.6 volts. Now, everything in the waveform could be perfect. Everything. You got great rise time, and we'll get to rise time in a second. We got great, we got a good flow, everything's happy. But if you're running an AOC or an active cable, and that's where we first came across this problem, and most extenders, either coax, Cat5, or fiber, they're going to give you a 0.9 swing because that's the accepted answer.